So I'm curious how many of you were raised more with tough love versus soft love, gentle love, compassionate love? I was having an interesting realization when I was listening to another practitioner share something recently. And it was this statement of, well, were you always met with like tough love, energy, and support from family? Or were you met with compassion, kindness, gentleness? So, like, let's say, for example, you fell and got hurt. Did your parents come over and like, oh, are you okay? Let's get up, really encouraging, that kind of thing, gentle, soft, cleaning it out, allowing for there to be an expression of or an emotion of pain or discomfort? Or did you like wipe out and biff your shit and then you were met with, what were you doing? Like, like more of a be more mindful, watch what you're doing, or hey, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Like all of these sorts of like energies or engagements with love being given. So it was like the adult or the person around gave you attention in that moment, but they were doing it with more of a firm hand versus a soft hand. And I'd never really considered this until I was reflecting on how was I handled as a child in certain situations and scenarios. And time again, I was met with that adage of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Every struggle that you have builds character. And it was never this, well, I shouldn't say never. Of course, we always have some moments. And there were some people in my life growing up that were softer and that still are softer now, versus a lot of what I was met with was more of this firm, intense energy that one would expect an adult to give an adult. But I don't always know that people consider that when they're engaging with their own inner child or with children as well. And so just some interesting things to consider. So I'm curious, like, were you being, raised in such a way that it felt beautiful and nourishing, or was it always like a strong, stern, firm, expression of love that maybe didn't, in my case, those didn't really feel very loving. They felt more authoritarian or authoritative in nature or directive. And it was also one of the other things is that whole adage of children should be seen and not heard. And so were we loved and cared for? Yes. However, it was done in such a way that didn't really seem very compassionate. So maybe that's something you can relate to. Not really sure, but either way, just wanted to share that nugget today.